Hello, you spellbound freaks of mystery. Ooh, what is this, like, crystalline beauty you hear before you? It's the Ampeg VH-140C. An amp known for an amp used, the only amp used by such notable groups as the Wiggles, Raffies, backing guitarist. This is an amp that Hanson brought to prominence. 98 Degrees, specifically Nicholas Shea, demanded that there was a Ampeg VH-140C backstage so he could play gentle things to get himself centered before 98 Degrees sets. And I just got one. The VH stands for variable harmonic. The 140 stands for the fact that there are two 70-watt amps running in stereo inside this single amp. And the C stands for chorus. And the chorus sounds fucking tight. There's spring reverb on this amp. And you are hearing it, I mean, you're hearing it through my phone, but you're also hearing it. It's going from the amp into, it is in stereo right now. This is the 4x12 cabinet that came with a Roland Jazz Chorus 120H, and it is wired in stereo. This is the first time I've ever touched this amp. I've got a preamp pedal made by SNK, which does the drive sounds that this amp is barely known for at all. We got some push-pull pots on the front. Reverb for both channels. Chorus available on both channels. Channel B is your clean channel. And let's just see. push-pull for brights on channel B. You've got no bright option for channel A. You've got, you know what sounds kind of dope though? Really, if I'm being honest. I mean, so I don't have the correct foot switch, but at least how I read here. Come with me. We're gonna read the back panel of this together, and I seem to have. So we've got what do we see here? So first off, you got a lot of fun routing options. You've got a line output that is balanced and unbalanced. You've got foot switch for channel select and reverb, and then chorus, whether that is on or off. Over here for your speaker outs, you've got 4 of them. 2 dry, 2 for chorus. I'm running 1 dry, 1 chorus into the, the stereo option for this cab. What it sounds like to me is that when you turn the chorus all the way off on the amp, you're actually losing one of those. You're actually losing one of your 70-watt amps. And so right now I've got the chorus on for channel B, and put the rate all the way down and the depth always down, and that you can tell, at least in the room, you can tell that the chorus channel, or like the stereo pair for the amp, is back in, and the chorus is there, but sort of like just barely. It like reads as almost no chorus. Compare that with are these the speakers that would be happiest with this amp? Maybe not. They're the original 70s Jazz Chorus 120s. But the gain sounds all the way up. Like, it's not it. plastic. Feels like a speaker issue. Okay. Channel A. Before we do channel A, actually. I hate that buzzing. But we are in a sardine can right now, and sometimes things buzz like a motherfucker. So we'll deal. Reverb is Soups Splashy, V Spring, Major Drip, and Drip with a cool back and forth across the tank. Okay, channel A. Pull for channel A. Gain at 4. Chorus is like 100% not there. Level is on like 2. EQ straight up. We're going to move the gain from 4 until 8. Reverb all the way up. Reverb back off. Gain at max. I think the question we all have on our minds is this fucking sick? And the answer is that it is. It is sick, I'd say. I just realized I'm playing an Ampeg. I'm missing my G, I think. It just doesn't really feel. I must be missing the G, but the bottom feels the same. Anyway, and there's no top handle. Well, that's not true. It will have a top handle, but it will be a replaced one. That fucking rips. Look at it. That's cool. It's kind of like a wide head. I guess they were coming on Ampeg cabs, but that Roland is basically the size of, it overhangs just a little bit. I bet it would just be like flush with a Marshall cab. Here we go. Final thoughts. The clean channel sounds great. Clean. The chorus sounds very good. The reverb is great. The reverb is certainly better than the jazz chorus reverbs that I've heard in my life. The just dimed gain on the clean channel is who cares? The gain on the B channel, the death gain, the I just don't even know. I'm no fucking 90s death metal expert. I do like it, but I like it in the same way I really like watching sports. I love watching sports and seeing it and listening to it and looking at all the cool moves and stuff, but I can't tell you who's on a team, nor do I really give a shit about the outcome. So I am not a super fucking enthusiast who knows the list of bands that used this amp to great effect. But it's really, really tight. It is really, really quick. The attack is incredibly quick. There's the decay is incredibly quick. I did a couple little tremolo picking lines, which isn't a thing I usually. I'm not practiced at that. I don't really write parts like that. But as soon as you start hitting you're like, oh, okay, I am getting to understand why this amp excelled in that particular, genre space. Is it worth it enough? For me, the other really dope thing also is the routing options. So on the back to have those different line outs, and in a recording scenario that could be a really fun amp to have, because you don't necessarily because it's solid state, you don't need to have it under a load at all. Attenuation doesn't really matter. The biggest change in if you were you don't need to have it plugged into a cabinet. You can just run straight into your DAW into whatever IRs you want. I just said the word IR, but that is a universe that I have thus far refused to inhabit. But it seems it would integrate into a rig, into a digital rig, really, really, really well. I would say it is likely that this amp will be for sale. The heavy gain part, or the heavy gain channel, it doesn't have like infinity gain. I hit it with like humbuckers off the T-60 for a while, and it was like still like controllable. I feel like my 6505 has more gain than that. Not that I would like, not that that is not enough gain. It's pretty tight, and I'm glad to have given you a rough and rowdy playthrough look at it, and that's it for me. This is probably the best look of the stewed y'all have gotten in a minute. That Tascam 388 got a workout. Made my first, took it through its like first real production paces for a new EP recently. And I also set a personal little New Year's goal, which was to sell out of the short run of vinyl that I did by my birthday in October. So if you want to help with that, well, I'd love to make it easy for you, and you can buy a copy from Sleepy Cat Records, and they will ship it straight to your motherfucking door. Let's look. I'm gonna zoom in on something that I will. I don't know if it's gonna be the next one, but here are some things that deserve a closer look on the channel. Look, it's a fucking Sims Watts AP100. That deserves a closer look on the channel. This cab is the Big Ben 8x10 cab. It's so tiny for 8x10. That deserves a closer look at this channel. It's a Bugera on top of a B52 cab, and it's Peavey's least powerful amplifier, and it's I don't know, I'm out of jokes. It's a black panel basement. So this is fun to do this. You can expect for the foreseeable future more unedited single take videos uploaded directly to YouTube after they are done. A link for the record is going to be in the description, and you can follow if you want, or subscribe if you want. And this is what the record looks like. It's called A Deep Clean That You Can Count On. But you don't have to listen to it on record. You can listen to it on streaming if you want as well. And that lives on wherever the fuck you stream stuff. You can search my name, Owen Fitzgerald, and then some old stuff is still on a separate account on streaming called Owen Matthew Fitzgerald. And that's it. If there's something that you just are gonna like shit your pants if you don't get a like a demo of, feel free to put it in the comments, and I will feel free to consider it or not consider it, depending on what my schedule and mental health allows. Okay, kissing you.